Something monumental just happened in Chicago, and the global music industry is doing everything it can to pretend it's completely normal. When SB19 stepped onto the stage and secured the Silver Champion title at the Tag Victorious Awards right here in 2026, casual onlookers saw it as just another trophy for a talented group. But behind closed doors, major label executives and industry insiders saw something very different. They saw a threat. Because Chicago isn't just another tour stop. It is one of America's most fiercely guarded cultural and media hubs, deeply tied to the festival circuits, major labels, and influencer ecosystems that quietly dictate who gets global exposure. This wasn't just a win, it was a disruption. SB19 managed to penetrate a highly controlled Western media space with absolutely zero backing from a traditional Hollywood machine. Before we unpack exactly how they managed to pull this off, and why the gatekeepers are sweating, make sure to hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications. We break down the real mechanics of the music industry that the mainstream media refuses to cover, and you won't want to miss what's coming next. The soft launch blueprint lets look at the facts, because in the music business, coincidence is a myth. Strategy is everything. Right after turning heads at the Tag Victorious Awards, SB19 was confirmed for Lollapalooza 2026, one of the largest, most legendary music festivals in the United States, held in the exact same city. The typical industry formula follows a very specific sequence. First comes recognition, establishing credibility via localized media networks. Then comes exposure, placing the artist in front of a massive, non-fandom festival audience. And finally, if everything goes according to plan, comes conversion, turning casual festival goers into die-hard listeners. This is a textbook, soft launch blueprint. It's the exact same tactical ladder used by the early pioneers of the Latin explosion and the K-pop wave to breach the American market. The Western industry rarely introduces global acts with a loud, aggressive marketing campaign. Instead, they test them under controlled visibility moments to see how they perform under pressure. But here is the twist that is raising eyebrows across the industry. This rollout isn't being engineered by a multi-billion-dollar Western label. SB19 is doing this on their own terms. The rarest currency, autonomy. To understand why this makes executives so uncomfortable, we have to look at how SB19 operates. They run under 1Z Entertainment, a self-built structure that gives them something 99% of global pop acts never truly have: absolute control. They aren't just faces on a poster. They write the lyrics, oversee the visual identity, dictate production choices, and steer the corporate strategy. In the traditional label model, the corporation owns the master tracks, directs the artistic styling, and takes massive percentage cuts from every revenue stream. The SB19 and 1Z model flips this entirely. The artists retain full ownership, maintain authentic creative direction, and command decentralized control over their business. The traditional music industry is built entirely on ownership. It relies on multi-album contracts, heavy percentages, and keeping the artist dependent on the corporate machine for distribution. SB19 doesn't fit into that box. They cannot be easily managed, they cannot be corporate directed, and most importantly, they cannot be owned. If SB19 achieves mainstream American success at scale while maintaining 100% independence, the myth of the necessary gatekeeper shatters. It proves to every rising artist worldwide that you don't need to sign away your soul or your masters to play on the world's biggest stages. Bypassing the gatekeepers, the global music ecosystem has always followed a predictable, manufactured formula. If you want a worldwide hit, you usually need a massive infrastructure, billion-dollar funding, corporate radio relationships, and aggressive playlisting push. Yet SB19 has bypassed every single one of these traditional checkpoints. Operating entirely outside the Western major label system, they have already consistently charted on Billboard, amassed hundreds of millions of independent streams, and sold out international venues. They didn't wait in line for the industry's approval or an invitation to the table. They simply built their own table and brought it with them. When an independent act generates numbers that rival label-backed artists, It exposes a massive vulnerability in the music industry's business model. It proves that dominance can no longer be bought. It has to be earned. Live vocal monsters, but strategy and independence mean nothing without execution. And when SB19 steps onto a stage, the conversation shifts from industry politics to sheer performance power. In an era dominated by heavy post-production, pitch correction, and artists relying heavily on backing tracks to get through a routine, SB19 has earned a terrifying reputation among their peers. They are what the industry calls live vocal monsters. They pair highly complex, synchronized choreography with flawless, stable live vocals delivered under extreme physical pressure. This is a high-risk, high-reward style of performance where nothing can be hidden behind filters or studio magic. A Lollapalooza crowd of over 100,000 people doesn't care about an artist's backstory, and they don't have fandom bias. They react purely to the energy right in front of them. Western festival audiences are historically brutal, but this is precisely where SB19's raw performance style becomes a weapon. They don't rely on pre-existing familiarity. They rely on undeniable impact. The decentralized agency. There is one critical piece of this puzzle that corporate analysts consistently underestimate: the sheer operational power of their fandom. This isn't just a group of passionate fans posting on social media. functions like a highly sophisticated, globally distributed, decentralized marketing agency. Where traditional marketing relies on massive corporate budgets and manufactured radio playola, the ATIN engine utilizes precision voting campaigns and organic, coordinated global streaming to counter algorithmic manipulation. They don't sit back and wait for radio stations to play SB19's music. They drive the streaming numbers themselves. They don't hope for media coverage. They generate trends that force the media to look. They analyze algorithms, track release schedules across multiple time zones, and mobilize with the discipline of a corporate PR firm. In a modern attention economy, where visibility is usually bought by the highest bidder, ATIN has proven that organic, strategically organized human passion can outperform a multi-million-dollar marketing budget every single day. The P-pop wave is here when you connect all the dots. The Silver Champion victory in Chicago, the strategic positioning, the upcoming Lollapalooza test, and the defiance of the major label system, it becomes undeniable. This is no longer just about one group's success. SB19 is the tip of the spear for an entire cultural movement. As pioneers of modern P-pop, they are proving that Southeast Asia is no longer just a consumer of global music trends, but a powerhouse capable of exporting its own distinct identity. The old industry playbook is officially obsolete. SB19 didn't wait for an open door to the global stage. They built their way onto it, and they are changing the rules of the game for good.